we turn to other industries and other healthcare systems to learn about the next steps we can take to enhance our safety process. A partnering healthcare system in Washington State shared what they learned from process scientists at Boeing Airline Corporation, who categorized checklists into rehearsal checklists and participation checklists. Our previous safety process has been formatted as a rehearsal checklist. Like a to-do list or a shopping list, this rehearsal checklist gathers all essential items together but has the potential to be minimally engaging and to be used piecemeal. This is like taking a shopping list but no pencil to the market and wandering the aisles while occasionally referencing your list. It won't be a surprise if you are sidetracked and make it home with no baking soda because of the casual and inattentive use of your checklist. Maybe you've seen this limitation of rehearsal checklists in your clinical practice. As you see in the OR, a surgery about to begin, and so the nurse or surgeon starts to rehearse various surgical safety facts, loosely referencing the checklist until either the surgery is started or everyone feels that enough safety words have been said to press forward. In this rehearsal mode, it is not unusual to have wandering attention from those in the room who may be quiet but disengaged, and we may find that in casually glossing over the checklist, we never recognize that the essential implants are not present, for instance. These rehearsal monologues can also be unnecessarily long. Process scientists share that the alternative to the rehearsal checklist is the participation checklist. Participation checklists contain the same essential elements as a rehearsal checklist, but frame the checklist in a format to increase the attention and involvement of all. One fascinating example of a participation checklist comes from the world of high-speed trains. The Japanese railway system is regarded as one of the best in the world. If you ever find yourself riding on a train in Tokyo, author James Clear tells us, you'll notice that the conductors have a peculiar habit. As each operator runs the train, they proceed through a ritual of pointing at different objects and calling out commands. When the train approaches a signal, the operator will point at it and say, "Signal is green." As the train pulls into and out of each station, the operator will point at the speedometer and call out the exact speed. When it's time to leave, the operator will point at the timetable and state the time. Out on the platform, other employees are performing similar actions. Before each train departs, staff members will point along the edge of the platform and declare, "All clear." Every detail is identified, pointed at, and named aloud. This process, known as pointing and calling, is a safety system designed to reduce mistakes. It seems silly, but it works incredibly well. Pointing and calling reduces errors by up to 85% and cuts accidents by 30%. The MTA subway system in New York City adopted a modified version that is point only, and within 2 years of implementation, incidents of incorrectly berthed subways fell 57%. Pointing and calling is so effective because it raises the level of awareness from a non-conscious habit to a more conscious level. Because the train operators use their mouth, hands, eyes, and ears, they're more likely to be tuned into problems and catch them before something goes wrong. White-gloved pointing and calling is not practical or especially desirable in our OR setting, but we can benefit from the same enhanced attention and engagement from another participation checklist called the challenge response format. NASA transitioned to a challenge response checklist after finding that a rehearsal checklist left safety liabilities. One pilot issues a challenge word, such as landing gear, to which the co-pilot is assigned to give a scripted response, like landing gear down. Pilot challenges with flaps. The co-pilot responds with neutral position. This quickly engages the attention of the team on essential tasks. To quote a 2016 NASA manual, one pilot performing the checklist silently leaves the other pilot out of the loop and forgoes an important safety mechanism built into the checklist procedure. Involving both crew members in the performance of the checklist contributes to the coordination between them and to the creation of a shared mental model. A challenge response checklist is a scripted conversation between team members that quickly moves through essential safety checks with clear assignment of responsibility for the safety items. Since the rollout of the surgical safety checklist last year, we have seen that having the surgeon read the procedure immediately before incision has increased focus and attention at just the right moment and has helped us eliminate the problem of wrong side surgery. The challenge response format will help bring the same enhanced attention to each team member at just the right moment and help us to eliminate the errors that continue to plague us. Techs will be challenged to define sharp, safe neutral zones. Anesthesia will be challenged to adjust oxygen levels in fire risk cases, and nurses will be challenged to post appropriate medical imaging. Finally, this challenge response format is quicker. NASA says it well. A checklist should be as long as it needs to be and as short as possible. The challenge response format has been designed to use single words or short phrases to help us attend to the essentials of safety, but then get us on to the work of surgery. You may find this challenge response format feels stiff and unfamiliar at first. Please press through that adjustment period to find the enhanced attention, role clarity, and safety that the challenge response format can help us achieve. This is truly the next step in helping us make never events, never events.